let's talk about a new rideshare app that is completely changing the game when it comes to surge pricing, when it comes to driver pay, and even built-in biometric scanning for added safety measures. And it launched July 1st. So let's talk about it. Hey everyone, my name is Chris and welcome to the Rideshare Guy. And we're going to be talking about a new app that's a rideshare app that came to New York City in 4 boroughs, launching on July 1st, and it's called YUR Drivers Network. And some major changes compared to Uber and Lyft when it comes to them saying absolutely no surge pricing. There is better driver pay up to 71%, and also built-in biometric scanning for added safety. So let's talk about what this means, what the app is, and I know there's a lot of people who are probably clicking on this and saying, I don't live in New York, what the hell does that mean for me? So stay tuned to the end because I am going to share exactly my thoughts on what that means coming to you. So rideshare drivers are telling the same story all over the place when it comes to Uber and Lyft. Low pay and bad working conditions. Passengers are saying the exact same thing, but on the opposite side, where rides are getting too costly. So step in Luis Palucci, who is the head of YUR Drivers Network. He shadowed 1,700 rides for insights and found something common. Both sides feel exploited. So let's talk about what makes YUR different. There's no surge pricing ever. No matter the weather or rush hour, fares are staying fixed. Higher driver income. Compared to the industry average, it's going to be a serious bump where drivers get to keep up to 71% of the fare. And also there's something very unique, referral revenue sharing. So you can invite friends and get 5% of the rides in your app wallet. And of course, also biometric safety, where face scanning before each ride verifies the driver and thinking of it as a digital doorman. So then let's talk about why does this matter? Well, you're getting fair treatment for drivers, you're getting transparent and predictable fares for riders, and built-in referral perks, which is going to be community focused. So it's an attempt at more equitable, community-driven rideshare model. So the question is YUR going to be the massive game changer or the disruptor against Uber and Lyft, especially in New York City? I don't know. I mean, they definitely have a different model when it comes down to it. The referral for referring friends is good because that builds in a word of mouth advertising model to try to get to the marketplace. We've seen time and time again where rideshare companies can come in, get all the drivers they need because drivers are so sick and tired of the antics that Uber and Lyft are doing that they welcome new ride sharing apps in. So when they hear that there's a new app, they sign up immediately because what's it going to cost them? Absolutely nothing, really. And they're hoping to get more rides from more passengers and better pay on other apps. So when it comes to the passenger side, having no surge pricing, having that predictable ride, especially during busy times where surge is at the peak, that can have a big impact as well, too, on the passenger side. So both of those could penetrate the market much better compared to other rideshare apps that have come, and some of them have gone, when it comes down to it. Now, also being in New York City, this is its own beast because New York City is probably the hardest place to actually operate a rideshare company, bar none, because there's so much regulation, red tape, and so many things that are going on within New York City that if they can compete in New York and take a sizable market share, and I only mean a small amount too, you're looking at maybe 5-10% market share where they could continue operating elsewhere outside of New York City. Well, you just open the door to much easier time expanding into several new markets. So if you can survive in New York, you can survive anywhere. And that could be the impact that it could be, especially, like I said, because both drivers and riders are very frustrated with Uber and Lyft. This could be a change that they are wanting for both drivers and passengers. No surge pricing, more predictable pricing, more fare, so up to 71% of the fare, and also, a referral for both drivers and riders. That's something very unique and different. So yeah, it does have that built-in word of mouth advertising already. So it could potentially have something. Plus, when you have people who are so sick on both sides of the marketplace, it could be a big game changer. So that's why I say it could actually matter for people outside New York City, because if they do plan to expand, if they're surviving in New York City and thriving, they're going to survive and thrive anywhere else. But do I see this happening? I don't know. Uber and Lyft are huge players. We've seen massive companies come into the marketplace and leave, like InDrive. We've seen them come into Miami and different parts of Florida and then try New York City, where they never were able to take off. And they actually left the US market. Now, I'm on the fence whether this model is actually going to procure anything or not, but it definitely is something to bring attention to, because they are looking at new ways of trying to gain customers for both drivers and riders, and try new things that are pain points on both sides of the marketplace, where drivers are earning more, passengers are paying less, and it could have the potentiality to be disruptor. We'll see, though, in time, if they're able to survive and thrive and expand. We'll keep you posted if they do. But this is definitely something on the radar that we are watching. And who knows, maybe we'll have YUR on Show Me the Money Club soon. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Do you think that a new rideshare company could be a game changer? Or do you think Uber and Lyft have such a stronghold on the markets that it's going to be nearly impossible for new places to actually exist? Comment below, let me know. And if you're looking to talk about the no tax on tips when it comes to rideshare driver, and if you are actually going to benefit from it, make sure to check out this video right here. Make sure you subscribe, click notifications so you don't miss any videos, and stay tuned for our next video coming soon. We'll see you in the next one.